Good morning. Hello, Wahe crew. Welcome to your morning flow class. We're just about to start. If you have some music that you want to play in the background, put it on. Something chill and relaxing just so you have a little bit of ambient music in the back, and then you can still hear me really well. All right, so let's start. Happy Monday to you. Coming up on this big full moon tomorrow. So it's a really good time to set intentions and really see them grow and prosper and come to fruition. It's a very auspicious and productive full moon tomorrow. So let's start seated. Find an easy cross-legged pose. Taking a couple deep breaths to arrive on your mat. Breathing in that beautiful fresh morning air, and as you exhale through the mouth, just sighing it out, pushing out anything that maybe have frustrated you or just happened this morning. Just let it go. Take 3 more breaths in that way. Big inhale through the nose, big exhale through the mouth. You can make sound, you can stick out your tongue, you can move your head, anything that feels like a bigger release than just exhaling. Last one. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up, bring them high to the sky. And then as you exhale, palms point down, bring them towards your knees. Inhale up, exhale down. And feel this flow, so we're pressing high, pressing our chest forward, and then we're exhaling, bringing the hands down. Just starting with these simple movements to start to link the breath and the movement. Inhale up. Exhale down. Next one, inhale all the way up. Reach with both arms. Right elbow bends, bringing the right palm spread wide to the back of the heart. Left hand grabs that right elbow and pulls it in. Keep your spine tall. Keep the neck tall as you breathe. Right hand is open, spreading and reaching for the back of the body. Inhale, both arms to the sky. Circle the wrists. Take the right hand to the ground. Lean to the right, left side expands. 3 breaths all the way from that left hip up to the left fingers. Left palm points to the ground. Enjoy the sensations. Inhale to center, both arms up. Left elbow bends this time. Palm reaches for the back of the heart. Right hand grabs that left elbow and invites it in, working those left fingertips down the back. Couple breaths. Tricep, underarm, left breast, deep breaths. Inhale, extend the arms high, reach up, circle the wrists. You can make it fast or slow. Left hand to the mat, lean to the left, right arm, right side, get the stretch. Keep the chest open, lifting to the sky as the right palm points to the ground. Reach and lengthen that right side. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Bring your hands to your knees. Extend your heart forward, chest and chin lift. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin to the chest. So you're rocking on your sits bones. You inhale to rise. You exhale to close. Let your breath be active. You should be able to hear it. Yeah, 3 more rounds. Open and close. Relax your jaw. Last one. Open a lot. And close it out. Ooh, beautiful job. Roll over your knees. Meet me in tabletop. And when you arrive in tabletop, shift your hips right to left. So really just moving those hips, spreading your fingers, connecting to the ground with all 10 fingers and the whole palms of your hands. Take it to center, flip the right hand under so the top of the hand is pressing into the mat, and then work towards straightening the right arm. If you need more stretch, shift the weight back so that your bum comes towards your heels. But if you can't straighten your arm yet, stay right here in neutral. Release and shake it. Bring it all the way back to the mat. Left hand flips under, top of the palm, pressing into the ground. Ooh, feel that deep stretch. You can always shift your weight back. Keep the left arm straight. Try not to lose connection with the right hand. Keep the focus on both hands. One more deep breath. Release and shake that left hand. Bring your forearms to the ground so they are running parallel. Your elbows are right under your shoulders. And tuck the toes, lengthening the tail to the sky. Spread your fingers a lot. A couple deep breaths. Press those ears into a line with your biceps and spread the fingers. Feel this inversion. Maybe walk your feet closer to your elbows for 3 deep breaths. Squeeze the abdomen each time you exhale to really wring out the tissues. Allow the left arm to straighten, right arm follows, and you're in full down dog. Lift the heels, take some steps, tippy toe, all the way to the front of the mat, and forward fold with bent knees. Let your fingers rest on the ground and start to draw little figure eights with the fingers on the mat. So if your fingers don't reach the mat, you can always bend your knees more and allow those fingertips to graze the earth as we just make figure eights with those fingers, allowing the sits bones in the back to open. 3 more breaths. 2 and 1. Take it to center. Bend the knees a lot. Start to roll up the spine. Top of the inhale, arms reach up. As you exhale, take cactus elbows big and broad through the chest. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, open up, cactus, elbows squeeze, scapula, shoulder blades squeeze. Inhale up. One more time. Exhale to open, broaden your chest. Inhale all the way to the sky. Exhale, swan dive into your forward fold. Inhale to flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold back into Uttanasana. Bend the knees, step the left foot back. Keep that heel lifted. Make sure your right ankle and knee are in line for stability. And then rise up to crescent lunge. Take a big bend into your back knee and pull the pelvis into neutral. Check if you're leaning forward in anticipation and take it right into the now. Inhale. Feel the legs straighten. Feel the strength in the glutes. Exhale, hands to the mat. Straighten your back leg. Take your left knuckles to the ground. Right arm opens to the side. Twist and spiral. Breathe into the hip. Come back to that inhale, the sound, the audible exhale. Sweep it back. Right hand to the mat, left hand to the mat. Plank pose. Plank is your width of how wide you want your down dog. So once you set it up, hands under shoulders, heels pressed back, when you exhale, you just lift your tail and flatten your feet, and that's your perfect width. 4 deep breaths. Sigh it out. Shake your head. If your legs are calling for movement, listen. Last 2 breaths here. Energetic spreading and reaching through the fingertips. Knees bend a lot. Left foot comes between the hand. It may take a step or 2. That's okay. Really root through the left foot. Bend the left knee. And when you're ready, rise up. Crescent lunge. So in crescent, that front knee is obviously bent super deep. But see if you can bend your back knee and bring that body into neutral. You can even alternate between leaning forward to feel the difference and then taking it into neutral by tucking your pelvis and pulling the navel towards the spine. Arms reach high. Super active posture. Your right heel is lifted and you breathe to engage and to fuel the posture. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right foot steps forward to meet the left. And as we exhale, we fold into ourselves. 3 deep breaths. Fold a lot. Let all of your weight go. Make sure you're turning off your neck. A lot of times in my classes, I notice people's necks are still engaged even when they're upside down. So do your best. View the neck in your awareness and feel it to soften. Next, inhale, reverse your swan dive. Arms go wide, and the fresh breath takes us up to standing. We reach up, interlace your fingers at the top, flip the palms to the sky. Lean to the left. Inhale to center. As you exhale, lean to the right. Inhale to center. Hands come to your heart, pressing the thumbs into the sternum. Exhale into chair. Check in. How are we feeling? What are we creating through our practice today? We're waking up the body. We're waking up the mind. One more breath. Sit a tiny bit lower. Bring your hands to the mat. Keep your knees bent. Lift the heels and come to a toe squat. So you have to physically squeeze the legs together, the inner ankles, and see if you can balance, keeping the hands at the heart. Strengthen those feet. Open the soles of the feet. The pada bandhas, we have these locks at the soles of the feet that we can lock them into the ground. So we want to keep them open and flowing by making a little space under the feet. Last breath. Great job for balancing. Take your hands to the mat and straighten your legs back to a forward fold. Yummy exhale to dive. Allow your hands to root into the mat in front of your left foot, and right leg goes back behind you, bringing it parallel to the ground. So sometimes that right hip will open to stack. Lower it a lot. Bring a tiny internal rotation to the right foot so the right toes are physically pointing to the left. Lengthen your upper body, lengthen your lower body, and take one more big breath. Right toes point to the mat. Step it all the way back. This time we ground the heel. We keep the body pointing forward, and we rise up for warrior one. Hip and heart to the front. Big, strong reach through the arms. Embrace the warrior, right? Resiliency, ferocity. One more breath. Keep the legs this way. Sweep your right arm behind your back as if you're reaching for your left hip. Ground a lot and then lean to the right. Find a little balance here. Inhale, undo the arms, reach up high. Exhale, hands to the mat. Plank pose. Breathe into your plank, get strong and long. Exhale, lower down slow. Take a little floating cobra, lift your chest, lift your feet, and just lengthen. Hands can stay rooted. You can also float your hands up to allow the back muscles to do all the work. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Lengthen, really lift as high as you can, feeling the strength of the back body. Next, exhale, come down slow, tuck your toes. Inhale to plank. If that's not in the cards, go to tabletop. And exhale, arrive in downward facing dog. 5 active breaths. The movement is deep to the lungs, to the abdomen, the whole torso. Fill and illuminate your body with breath, just as if you were the full moon. Sigh it out. We have 2 more rounds of breath. See if you can get those heels to lower to the ground. Knees bend a lot. Right foot comes between the hands. Stabilize by bringing your back heel down. The warrior one, you're rooted through the whole feet. Those hasta are your hands. Pada are the feet. So the pada bandhas are sinking into the ground. The hasta bandhas are reaching us in opposition to the sky. Bend your right knee a lot. Back knee is straight. Lovely. Sweep the left hand behind you. Search out that right hip so you get low and that left shoulder descends. Lean lightly to the left. Stay stable in your legs. Come back to your breath. Can you push it into any dark corners of the lungs? Can you send the breath into the feet? Inhale, take it up, both arms high. Exhale, your hands to the mat. Step back for plank. Strong body. If your butt is high in plank, really tuck your tail, lengthen through your neck, and try to come into a straight line from heels to eyebrows. Inhale, big, press the earth away. Exhale, lower. Take your back bend of choice. If you liked that floating cobra, come up to floating cobra. If you like that up dog, breathe. Shoulders move down away from the ears. If you feel your shoulders are squeezing to the ears, bend your elbows and let the whole shoulder girdle descend. 2 more deep breaths. Use that next inhale for fuel. Use your next exhale, downward facing dog. Spread your fingers a lot. 3 deep breaths. This is home base. This is neutral. We come here often. We come here to regroup, to feel the breath, to check in. Take your gaze to the top of your mat. Walk or hop. Feet to the front. Forward fold, sweep your arms behind you, interlace your fingers. Allow those hands to lift off the back if that's possible. If you can, take the fingers towards the ground. So there's a big opening. Shake your head no. Feel any crunchies in the neck. Last 2 breaths. Do your best to really open up those shoulders. Big exhale through the mouth. Release your arms. Inhale to chair. So we sweep the tail low and we sweep the arms up. Inhale, keep low in the tail. Exhale, fold over your legs. Press your breath out and back. Inhale, a little pranayama. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. 3 more. Tossing out what may be bothering you. Tossing out what is outdated, right? It's irrelevant. Last one. Arms reach. Stand all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes down and just be still and quiet for a moment, noticing in your body, in your energetic field, how you feel. Even doing 10, 15 minutes of yoga each day can shift your perspective, give you a whole new clarity on life. Take the weight into your left foot. Bring your right foot home to the left leg. It can be at the ankle, the calf, or all the way up into the groin. Inhale, reach your arms high. Coming into tree, reach and balance. Find your drishti, a little focal point on the earth. Reach through your hastas, your hands in Sanskrit. Breathe a lot. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your right knee to point forward. Extend your right leg straight out. Leg is long, foot is in flexion. Breathe and lengthen. Hands to your heart. Take your right heel to your left knee and start to bend that left knee, sinking low. You may have to reach down and move the right heel closer to the left hip to feel the stretch. 2 more breaths. Activate. Left leg is working. You should feel it. If not, go a little deeper into the squat. Stand up slow. Right foot next to the left. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, sweep it up. Arms to the sky, and we take a back bend as we open the chest. Hands back to the heart. Allow the weight to come to the right foot. Left foot home to right leg, anywhere that's comfortable. And we really open the left knee to the side. Try not to let it come forward. Not yet. Find your drishti, something on the ground, a little non-moving focal point. Vignette your eyes to allow a soft gaze, but there's still a focus. Inhale, arms reach up, growing those branches of your tree pose. Virasana. Breathe into Virasana. Pull the navel in. Lift your rib cage up off the abdomen. We can get a lot of compression here. The bottom ribs can actually start to touch that hip bone and that low back. And if bones come to touch, they're like, so they start to fuse. So we want to create space between each bone to keep the mobility. Last breath. Hands to your heart. We come to prayer. We bring the left knee forward. We extend that leg straight out and we lift it high. Foot is in flexion. If you fall, if your balance is funny today, come back to the posture. Do your best. Lift it high. Bend that left knee. Take that left heel above your right knee. And then we start to bend the right knee to sink back in space. Breathe a lot. Maybe lift that left heel closer to the right leg as we sink. Ooh, you can go a tiny bit lower to open left hip. Release. Left foot down. Inhale big. Toss the hands down. Inhale, arms to the sky. Reach up. Exhale, swan dive slowly. The heart is the lead. Inhale to flat back, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, flat back, take your arms wide. Exhale to fold. Next one, we're gonna hold. So really lengthen up through that flat back and see if you can tuck the pelvis. Sometimes as we come to flat back, we're almost in a cow pose. So the belly and the heart are extending to the ground. I would love you to invite a little bit more cat into your spine. Lower engagement to the navel, pressing the back of your spine to the sky. Yep, feel the energy rising through the feet, supporting you in this 90-degree angle. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees a lot, step the left foot back, allow the heel to root again, and open up to warrior two. So this time the hips and the heart point to the left and we sink down into that right knee. Turn the palms to the sky, tuck your tail a lot, get low in the legs, and let your gaze go to the right middle finger. 2 more breaths, breathe into this warrior, feel the resilience, tuck the tail under. Exhale, windmill your hands on either side of the right leg. Hop your left foot in 1 foot, so the distance between the feet is about 2 feet. All the toes point forward, and we dive over the right leg. See if you can straighten the legs. Hamstrings open, long muscles of the legs open. Exhale, dive to your right leg. Come into awareness of your intention. What is it today? Maybe just to breathe more. Maybe to smile more. Take 2 more breaths. Neck should be turned off. Release your neck. Walk your hands slightly in front of your right foot. Hop your left leg to the sky. Reach it as high as it'll go. Think about coming into splits. Bend your standing knee and step that left leg back. Crescent lunge. We rise up. Inhale to rise. We exhale, bring it down. Plank pose. Inhale, big fresh breath. Exhale, the elbows squeeze towards the ribs as we lower. Inhale to our back bend, possibly toenails and palms are the only thing touching the mat. We press up so high that there's activity and the body is almost levitating. Inhale, big. Exhale, down dog. Spread your fingers a lot. Take 3 breaths, squeezing the belly. Head release, shake it out if it tends to stay turned on. Big exhale. Inhale, fresh breath. Knees bend, left foot forward. Pivot the back heel down. Right toes are pointing to the long edge of the right side of the mat. As we windmill up, we bend more through the left knee. If you have to widen your stance, go for it. Pelvis, heart, head is pointing to the right. Turn your palms to the sky. Let the shoulders go and extend from the line of your heart through your fingertips. So we're reaching, extending, lengthening out with love. Take your gaze over your left middle finger and breathe. Again, are you leaning forward? Drop into the middle. Strong legs, last breath. Windmill the hands down on either side of the left foot. Right foot hops in 1 to 2 feet. So the placement of The feet are on separate train tracks, so right is a little wider than the left. Legs are straight, hips point forward, and we try to straighten the legs as we bow. Turn the head off. Learn to exhale completely. Try not to leave any leftover breath from your last respiration. Pull the left hip back in space. Square your right hip to the front of the mat. Take 2 more yummy exhales, feeling a release in this posture. It can be intense, but we can find that softness in the intensity. We can settle into any discomfort and use it to our evolution. Walk your hands in front of your left foot. Hop the right leg to the sky. Let your hands be supporting you under your shoulders. Soar that right leg as high as it'll go. Feel like you're coming into splits. Even if you're far from splits, you can envision it in your body, a manifestation of open legs. Bend your left knee. Right foot comes back, just the toenails, the ball of the foot's on the mat, and then we rise up for crescent. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the right foot forward. Let it go. The forward fold, we take 3 giant breaths, letting the body release. Last breath, exhale through your mouth if you haven't already. Walk your feet as wide as your mat. Toes point slightly wide, but not all the way out. And then lower into your squat. Bum to the earth, tail to the earth, hands to the heart. Press your knees wide with your elbows, so those elbows are really extending. Squeeze your knees towards each other, so there's an internal squeeze. We're working in opposition. If you need movement, if your feet or your calf muscles feel stuck, bring a little movement into the legs. If squat is hard, we work towards it. We work towards opening the pelvis, being enough flexible that we can lower down. If you have any knee trauma or old injuries, keep your toes pointing more forward. Take 2 more breaths, breathe a lot. Let it be deep, let it fill your whole vessel. Like it's filling us, so we need nothing else. We are so full and complete with that breath that we feel content. Take your hands to the mat, step or hop back for plank pose. Roll your heels to the left and begin to bring the right arm to the sky. We're pressing the right hip to the sky. We're reaching the right arm long so that the right lats. Circle that right arm back, take it to the mat, roll the heels to the right, and lift the left arm high. Extend to reach, left bicep towards left ear, and left hip presses high. Lengthen your neck. Try not to come forward into any forward fold. Lengthen long. Circle that left hand back to the mat. Bring your knees down. Bring your butt to sit on your knees in hero's pose. Knees are close together. So if the knees are still open, walk them together. Feel a little squeeze through the balls of the feet. Feel a little squeeze through the knees, through the calves. You're really trying to bring your whole legs, that medial line, together. Sit tall, tuck your tail, rest open palms on your quads. Sweep the arms forward and up. Inhale. Exhale, hands back to the legs. A couple rounds. Inhale up. Fill horizontally, rib cage expands. Exhale down. Take 2 more. We expand and we broaden through each fingertip. And we lower to connect hands to legs. Inhale, reach. Exhale down. Take the arms wide, palms to the sky. Keep reaching as you lower your shoulders. Start to spin to the right. It might be a tiny bit, or maybe you can get so that those arms are running opposition to the body. Use your internal core as you exhale to twist you deeper. Inhale back to center. Sweep both arms up. Interlace those fingers and bring those interlaced hands behind the skull. Thumbs point to the ground, and there's a little cupping happening to those meaty parts of your hands as you squeeze your occipital ridge. Squeeze that bridge between the body and the mind. Open your elbows. Take the breath into the center of the chest. You can feel your heart. It lives a little to the left, but we can breathe into the middle to illuminate that whole energy center. Breathe into the heart. Anahata chakra. The color is green or pink. Feel it expand through the whole chest, the front, the sides, the back, up into the throat. Maybe you taste the color, down into the navel, nurturing our digestion with love. Inhale, arms high. Take the right arm forward, take the left arm back, and start to twist to the left. Palms point to the sky. Engage a light mula bandh, root lock, perineum, sex organs pulling in and up, and we twist left more. The exhale brings out the internal organs. We use those deep core muscles. Those internal obliques really help us to spiral. Inhale back to center, arms high. Interlace all your fingers except for your thumb and your pointer finger. You're creating a mudra. You're squeezing your biceps towards your skull. If they can be slightly behind your ears, lovely. Engage Mula Bandh one more time and begin breath of fire. So breath of fire is perfect for everyone unless you're pregnant or on your cycle. Then do just long, deep breathing here with the mudra. Or fire breath is a flick of the navel. As you exhale, the navel pulls in. As you inhale, the belly goes out. Do your best. If it gets challenging, stop. Take a full round of breath and then begin again. It is fierce. It is pumping. It is cleaning our blood. It is cleaning our lymph. It is creating white blood cells, if you want to envision them, running through the blood as these beautiful fighters, these beautiful resilient warriors, working to keep us healthy and lively. Keep going. If you stopped, come back to it. Next inhale, breathe in, retain your breath. Top of the inhale, sip in more breath through the mouth. Hold. Smile, lock your breath in. When you need, when you feel like you're gonna explode, release the breath, release the arms. Rest with hands on the legs. Be quiet and still. Meditate. Keeping this internal focus, move slowly to bring the legs out into a cross-legged pose. Go slow. So when we do these intense asanas, these pranayams, you don't want to just move out of it quickly. You want to do it with awareness. You want to do it slow and mindful. Easy cross leg. Rest your palms to the sky. Allow messages about your intention, messages about this time, right here, right now, to come in. So anything that comes into your mind, into your heart, have complete acceptance for it. Three deep breaths, feeling the deliciousness of your practice. Lengthen up through the spine, sit up as tall as you can. And as you exhale, just bow your chin to the chest. Nothing in the spine moves except for the cervical vertebrae, those top 7 vertebrae in the neck. Roll your head to the left shoulder, left ear rests, and we remain here. Right fingers will reach away from the body towards the ground, possibly touching the ground, or you can play with floating them, feeling gravity from a distance. To bring more stretch into the neck, left hand comes up, palm is soft onto the right side of the skull. Relax your jaw, take 3 big breaths. Feel that line from right finger to right ear. Left hand release, right hand release. Bring your head to center. Exhale, bring your chin to the left. So now you're turning the head in that sagittal way. Ooh, feel the neck. Maybe you get a little pop, a little crack. Inhale, bring your gaze to center. Take the gaze to the right. So we're looking all the way to the right. Check your mobility. Inhale, turn the gaze to the left. Exhale, right. One more each side. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Take the chin to center. Lower it to the chest. Keep the spine high. A lot of times I see head go forward and we slump into this rounded Quasimodo back. So keep your back tall, just the chin comes down. We roll the right ear towards the right shoulder, so we're in this lateral neck opener. Left fingers reach away from the body, a long straight line of the left arm. Possible to take right hand up, rest it on the side of the skull as we open more. Find the stretch. Maybe you feel it behind the ear, possibly in your masseter. Where do you feel it? And breathe into that space. Left fingers can touch the ground. They can float, just playing with gravity. Woo, if you have a lot of tension like I do, it might almost feel like burning or a little bit of heat. If that happens and it's super intense, bring the left fingers to the neck and actually move the energy and the fluid out of the left side of the neck. Oh, wow. Okie dokie. Release the left hand. Release the right hand. Bring the head up to center. Slow, slow, slow. Woo. Inhale, gaze right. Exhale, gaze left. So we're just going right to left. One more. Inhale, right. Ooh, I got some crunchies. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Come to your back. Meet me on your back. Squeeze your knees into your chest and just rock from right to left. Rock out the back of your body, feeling the low back, any spots that feel sensitive. Try to press them into the ground to allow them to release, to soften under the weight of the body. Bring those knees back to center, squeeze them into the chest. The hands are below the kneecaps, pulling them in. Bring your head up so that your chin is moving towards your knees. And we're not investing the muscles of the neck, but we're actually using our core, our upper core, that space below the liver to lift. Inhale, open your arms, extend your legs long. Exhale, bring it in. Take a couple. These are hummingbird poses. We reach and we constrict. And we reach and we constrict. This time, reach long. Bring your hands behind your head. Support your neck and pull the knees in. 2 more. Extend just the legs to 45 degrees. Pull them in. Last one. Extend 45 degrees. Pull it in a lot. And bring it back to extension. See if you can hold and begin breath of fire. Do your best. It's super challenging. I'm about to give up, but see if you can keep going. Oh my goodness. Bend your knees. Bring your head down. Bring your arms wide. Your feet are resting on the mat and your knees are pointing towards the sky. Take 3 belly breaths, filling to capacity. Sigh it out. I like to hear your sigh from wherever you are. Ah. Walk your feet as wide as your mat, keeping the heels close in towards the body. Take your knees to the right. Keep them there. Just let them descend. Take your knees to the left. You're rolling across the feet. Let those outer and medial edges of the feet press into the ground as the knees stay and rest to the left. 2 more belly breaths. As you inhale, bring your legs back to center. Take the soles of the feet to touch and allow your knees to go open wide. Take your hands, heels of the hands, the hastas, and bring them to that part of your leg that meets your pelvis. There's a crease there. Our ASIS bone is there. And we press the heels of the hands into the legs where they meet the body and press them down and away from your body. You might feel an immediate opening through the pelvis. Maybe it's challenging. Just try to press. Making space in the low back. Take 2 breaths with that pressure, that intensity, that focused press of making space. Release. Arms come wide. They are in line with the heart, keeping the heart line open and the palms point to the sky. Breathe into your belly, 3 rounds of breath. Let your belly expand big like a Buddha statue or a baby, or sometimes little doggies have big bellies because they know how to breathe. They haven't had trauma or scares in their life that have inhibited the breath. Begin to straighten your left leg. Take it as wide as your mat. Begin to straighten your right leg. Take it as wide as your mat. And find this easeful transition into Shavasana. Shava, the corpse, that beautiful death that we get to experience maybe every day, at least when we go to sleep, and maybe multiple times in the day if we're doing this work, this big releasing work, this yoga, this active movement where we get to finish in our corpse pose. So embody the corpse, meaning no movement, no sound, stillness of body, stillness of mind. Rest in quietude until I bring you back with my voice. Enjoy the softness of your body. Do your best to remain here still and quiet. Try not to fidget. Just become one with the earth. Om Bhurva Swaha Tatsaveturvarenyam Vargo Devas Yadimahi Diyo Yona Prachodaya Om Bhurva Swaha Tatsaveturvarenyam Vargo Devas Yadimahi Diyo Yona Prachodaya Om Bhurva Swaha Tatsaveturvarenyam Vargo Devas Yadimahi Diyo Yona Prachodaya Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace be with you and all beings. Allow your breath to start to come back into your body, filling that beautiful Buddha belly. Bringing in wiggles to the toes and wiggles to the fingers. Reawakening to be able to roll onto one side of your body, resting in a fetal position for 3 breaths. Sending gratitude and sending love into your vessel. This beautiful vessel that is on loan to our souls for this incarnation of the human experience. Let it be full, let it be beautiful experience. When you're ready, come back to a seated posture, crossing your legs, meeting me here. Taking observation, how do you feel different after your practice? It should be significant. If not, that's okay. Maybe do the class again. I'm just kidding. Inhale, sweep your arms high, gathering that beautiful full energy of that moon. Bring your hands to your heart, resting those thumbs at your heart center. We'll chant one Om loud and strong. Allow your voice to carry through the cosmos. Inhale to chant. And take a bow, allowing your heart and your chest and your head to melt towards the ground. It is my honor to practice with you. Namaste. Have a happy Monday and an amazing full moon tomorrow. Thank you for practicing with me. And if you would like to donate, you can find the link for the PayPal on the website. And keep in touch. Thank you from the Wahe crew. Woo woo!